It's a dream chased by thousands of Brits each year.
Number one's the weather.
Heading to Europe to set up new lives and businesses in the sun.
Are you ready?
They're seduced by gorgeous scenery.
It's just about the space out here. There's so much space.
Year-round sun and a better, cheaper way of life.
Our living room in London, you'd fit in 4 times.
But how easy is it to turn the dream into a reality?
Money's dripping in and flooding out.
In this series, we follow the expats as they say goodbye Blighty
I think a pole.
and begin their new lives, setting up bars and restaurants in Spain,
That's what we're talking about, girlfriend.
gîtes and B&Bs in France,
Totally and utterly out of my depth.
when nothing is ever as simple as it sounds.
It's probably not good for my blood pressure, this.
It can fail, but it won't fail. Not if I've got anything to do with it.
On today's show, a whole family swaps London for rural France. But will their business open on time?
The doctor told me not to do any building work at all for 4 weeks. I just think I might have misheard him.
You're organised for a change.
Absolutely, Karen.
Two best friends take on Spain's busiest seafront.
Everything that I've got, it's gone into this bar. We've got to make this work. Are we doing all right?
Can they beat the competition?
Come on, come in, have us. Want to try? Nice cold drink. Yes, come on.
And Spain's latest hoteliers open for business.
In these 3 houses, we sleep 22, and that's £2,500 a week.
Will they adapt to a change of career?
Did you polish the taps in the bathroom?
No, I thought I'd leave them.
Almeria, southern Spain. Its sensational landscapes make it a sought-after area for expats. And with a population of just 79 people per square kilometre compared to an average 255 in the UK, there's plenty of room for newcomers. A new-build 2-bedroom villa with swimming pool can cost as little as £80,000 here, and even less if you're prepared to do some renovations.
Yeah, we're not too fast.
I'm not going so fast.
Partners Peter Thompson and Lee Bradford have recently fallen in love with the area.
We've always liked Spain.
You wake up in the morning and this is what you see out of your bedroom window. It's peaceful, it's quiet, there's no noise. We can sit on the terrace and watch the eagle fly over.
Thanks to an inheritance, Peter and Lee have given up their jobs in marketing and catering
That cleanses the palate.
and moved from Watford to the tiny desert village of El Puertecico.
We were looking because your mum died
Yeah, true.
and you hated your job.
So it was either do something and change your life completely or buy like a 3-bed semi in Watford. And this one, hands down.
And this is what they swapped their 2-bedroom flat back home for. A massive complex made of 4 self-catering houses with 2 swimming pools, which they bought for just under £175,000. In Hertfordshire, this would have cost them well over £1 million.
The oldest part's about 300 years old. Structurally, most of it was there, but inside, nothing had been done. There was no bathrooms, toilets. So this is the bedroom. We've kept this because this was the original olive press. We thought, well, we could use that as like a coffee table or something.
Peter and Lee renovated the complex over the last 18 months at a cost of just under £40,000.
We worked out the other week, we've done 167 beams altogether, which if I'd known that to start off with.
With the whole inheritance spent on the project, Peter and Lee now need to make money, so they plan to open their complex to the public.
In these 3 houses, we sleep 22, and the money you can make for a group is, what, £1,800 to £2,500 a week, and that's pounds. And at the moment, the exchange rate is amazing.
The economics might be sound, but there's one snag. They've never run a holiday complex before.
OK, I was going to do mine when I put the bedding on. I've done it, because it'll be dusty again. All done.
Do you want to do the living room?
No? God, you're not at work now, Lee. I hate to disappoint you.
In his last job, Caterer Lee used to run a team of nearly 200. So guess who's in charge?
That's what he's done for all his jobs all his life. So he's been in charge of people, telling them what to do, so you have to get your head around that bit.
Did you polish the taps in the bathroom?
No, I thought I'd leave them.
We worked together at the university, but in different departments. So working together has been, what, you're going to say horrendous?
Yeah. Just for you. Do you want to go look?
What?
Come look. Oh, you brought a cloth with you. See? Look on top of the shower head. Careful you don't drown. So that's all right then?
Yes.
Blimey. It was a yes.
If they found it difficult to work together to restore the house, things might be about to get interesting. They've just received their first booking.
We have a wedding party and they've got family coming over, so they're renting the 4-bed, the 1-bed and the 2-bed.
In a month's time, all the bedrooms in the house will be taken up by this big booking. Will these two inexperienced hoteliers be able to cope? The Dordogne, southwest France. A place where sun, tranquility and amazing food are all available in abundance. Just 3 hours away from France's capital, Paris, 60 minutes from Bordeaux, and an hour-and-a-half flight from London, this region has long been a favourite with British expats. Here, a 3-bedroom cottage costs half as much as in Kent. Surrounded by the rolling hills of the central Dordogne, Rouffignac-Saint-Sernin-de-Reillac is a small town with a big name, which Mark and Sylvie Young fell for when pursuing their dream of living in France. Along with their 2 children, 8-year-old Dylan and 9-year-old April, the family have moved here with the dream of opening their own gîte business.
When I was in England running my own business, I was working sometimes till sort of like 8 o'clock at night. Work, money, wasn't it? My turn. But we've come here is a lot more slowed down. Life is good.
We've never spoken so much.
Yeah.
Mark's a long way from home, but Sylvie hasn't strayed far.
Obviously, I'm French. It's easy to understand with my accent.
But after 10 years together in England, Mark has shut down his building renovation business in Kent to move here.
Hello. You all right?
But he's not downing tools just yet.
So what are you doing today? Just half of it?
Half today, half tomorrow.
He's transforming this dilapidated 19th century farmhouse into a glamorous holiday gîte.
That's the bathroom here.
The bathroom's going to come to here, like across there, up to the chimney breast, a lounge, and then diner kitchen.
Double French doors with the patio there, so the people who come here have their own barbecue area.
And the stairs would come up the side, go upstairs into 2 bedrooms, a large bedroom and a smaller bedroom.
Big window there for the bedroom, so you got the view on the valley.
We drove into the front in complete silence. We got out of the car, we didn't say a word. Sylvie went one way, I went the other way, and we just walked around in complete silence. And I looked at Sylvie and said, this is too big. We don't have enough money for this. And Sylvie sort of looked at me and went, And I looked at her and I said, but I love it. Sylvie said, yeah, let's buy it. And that was that.
With limited funds, Mark and Sylvie have no alternative but to do all the work themselves.
I'm not a heavy tradesman. I'm more sort of like a kitchen fitter, bathroom fitter, that sort of thing, you know.
When I met you, you were not that.
I was not what?
You were not in a building trade, were you?
No, I was a London Black Cab driver.
Yes. Yes.
I get bored quickly, don't I? I'm one of the people that just has to go over the hill to see what's on the other side. And once I've gone, I can't come back because there's another hill. What's over that one?
Mark and Sylvie have given themselves a year to complete the gîte.
Together, ready? 1, 2.
And there's no room for manoeuvre.
That's it, together.
If they don't open next year, they will run out of money. So former bar manager Sylvie is being roped into the renovations.
That's it, just keep on going. It's a lot easier with 2.
When I'm doing a building project, I ask Sylvie to do it, and she can't do it how I expect it to be done. I get frustrated because I think, well, why can't you do that? But I'm experienced in that, and Sylvie's doing it for the first time. I sometimes forget that.
Yes, you forget it.
Yes.
Hang on, stop.
Mark and Sylvie are going to need their combined skills to make this business work. They paid €150,000 for the site, funded by the sale of their cottage in England.
It's a lot easier to pull. Huh? It's a lot easier to pull. Spin it round. That's it.
Their goal over the next 5 years is to create 3 holiday homes alongside their 4-bedroom house.
The first gîte should be ready within the year.
No, the first gîte will be ready within the year.
Well, if it all goes to plan. But it's a bold statement for a couple doing all the work themselves.
You've got to take risk in life.
The renovations have only just started. Will Mark and Sylvie's big gamble on this project pay off? The Costa del Sol, southern Spain. With over 100 miles of beautiful sandy beaches, it's no surprise the summer months see holidaymakers flock to the area. It has the mildest winter in Europe, and this is the place Gary Adamson chose when he decided to open a bar on the seafront resort of Fuengirola, naming it Sam's after his son.
It's on my bucket list. My dream, my aim, my goal, if you like, was to always get a bar in Spain. I've holidayed in Spain many, many years, and that was always my dream. No, there's a lot worse places to live.
Los Boliches in Fuengirola is a prime spot where about 1 million holidaymakers come every year.
Good afternoon. How are we doing, all right? Good, good, good.
West Country boy Gary left his job at an energy company in Lowestoft and bought a lease for Sam's Bar for €25,000.
Small or large? Small. 1 small beer and 1 white wine small.
But he's not come here alone. He's brought his best friend with him.
Morning, Gareth. At last, the one-on wonders arrived.
39-year-old Karen Hiles, whom he first met working for Pontins.
Get back on that bar. Come on, off you go. You're late.
She's just arrived from England to realise her own dream of a life in the sun.
It was something that I've always wanted to do from an early age, but not been brave enough to do it on my own.
Lots to do. Where are we up to?
Having Gary over here, having a friend at hand, I felt more safer coming over.
Karen's invested €12,500 of her own money in Sam's Bar. And on top of that, the 2 friends have maxed out their credit cards for £5,000 to fund the renovations.
Thank you very much. I'll take that away from you. All right. Yeah, everything rides on this. What's that saying when you like, you roll red and it comes up and we toss a coin?
We've put everything into this.
Everything and some, isn't it now?
Gary and Karen are about to test their friendship to the limit. Tonight, they've planned an opening party to promote their bar amongst the tourists and the locals.
8 o'clock, we've got our official opening night tonight. 8 o'clock, mind? Yeah, 8 o'clock.
And they're already up against it. Karen won't be much use behind the bar. One-armed barmaid.
I slipped over coming out of the bathroom, so I've broken my shoulder in 2 places. Just had an operation, up and down, unfortunately, but these things come to try us.
For tonight to be a success, Gary and Karen need to attract as many tourists as they can.
How are we doing, all right? Good, good, good. There's a free buffet, champagne when you first come in. Yeah, please come along, you're more than welcome. There's a lot of people on holiday at the moment, so people on their holidays. There's a lot of people who live here as well, so they've been invited tonight. No drinks? Any drinks? Maybe later? 8 o'clock. Hello, ladies, all right?
Time for former Pontins bluecoat Gary to turn on the charm.
Is it also today?
No, because that says Sunday and today's Saturday, which means it's tomorrow. Yeah.
It's very, very lively.
Nice cold drink. Yes, come on.
Lots and lots of energy, which is absolutely fantastic.
You come in here. I said, do you want to be? You want to? There we go.
It's not sunset yet, but guests are already trickling in.
It's very, very nice here. Very pleasant, beautiful outlook. You couldn't do any better, could you?
Friendly staff. That's what you want. With the bar filling up, Gary's confident enough to go and fetch some extra tables and chairs. He keeps them stashed at the villa where he lives with Karen and 2 lodgers, just 3 minutes away from the seafront.
Just come back to get them. Take it back down, so we're going to eat tonight for, hopefully for the extra people we got and the food and everything. Do you want us over the top?
Gary's certainly optimistic, but his new bar is just one of more than 100 others in Fuengirola. Will he and Karen make a go of it?
There we go. Realistically, if it didn't work, we could be in trouble.
Could be.
We could be in trouble. There's too much at stake.
The Dordogne, southwest France. 2 months ago, Mark and Sylvie Young fell in love with a small group of houses just outside the French town of Rouffignac.
Coming to France is Sylvie's dream. I love being challenged. I love new things. We were very comfortable in England, financially and work-wise. Life was very secure. But just to throw everything up and roll the dice and come here, I love it. Just love that way of life. But I've always lived my life like that.
It was complacent, but it was boring.
Sylvia's going to check.
Except this.
Mark and Sylvie snapped up 3 properties for just £150,000. Their business plan is to turn these derelict farmhouses into a complex of holiday gîtes. But to make it work, they're doing everything themselves.
Small little morsel. Voilà.
But there's been a hitch.
C'est bon?
Très bon. Well, we've had some bad news. I've been diagnosed with a hernia, which, when we first realised I was diagnosed with a hernia, was a bit of a shock. Basically, I can't do any heavy work for about 2 to 3 months, so the doctor says, but we'll see about that.
With a budget and schedule to work to, Mark refuses to admit defeat.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon you can carry one? They're quite heavy, these ones. What I love about concrete blocks in France is they're made with these 2 little holes in. So you can put your thumbs directly in there and they're really easy to carry. Fantastic invention. So simple.
The French design might make it easier, but at 13 kilos a block, Mark is hardly following doctor's orders to avoid physical work.
Well, since I've been diagnosed with a hernia, we put in the second half of the concrete floor, which was more hurtful to my back than my hernia, to be honest. We've done the foundations for the internal walls to go up, and we brought these blocks in.
But all this work could soon be put on hold. Mark's just found out he needs an operation.
How are you feeling?
I feel fine. I think the most important thing is just getting the date down for the operation. Then we can start planning around that.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We're not people who don't do anything. You don't take that kind of project if you're someone who just like take everything to the letter and think like Mark's being diagnosed with a hernia so that I can't do anything. Maybe some people will react that way.
If I felt it was going too much for me, I would stop. I'm very handy with a bit of masking tape. I can soon strap myself up and away we go again.
Today, he and Sylvie are off to a doctor's appointment in the capital of the Dordogne, the city of Périgueux. It is famous for its many stunning sights, but they haven't had time to see any of them.
Here we are. What is it, Dr.
Dr. Cohen.
Wish me luck.
Good luck, Annie.
After his operation, Mark faces a 2-month ban on physical work. Will this kill their dream of opening next year? In the Spanish region of Almeria, Peter Thompson and partner Lee Bradford are preparing for their first booking.
If we do separate rooms, then there's no arguing.
When 12 people descend on their house in 3 weeks' time, every bedroom in the house will be full.
I'm just moving it around the room, really.
Peter and Lee stand to make a big profit from this booking, but they know they have to get everything right.
These people will turn up and they'll need single beds and whatever, whereas Lee will just go, fine, we'll do it on the day, but I'm more...
Let's analyse it to death.
Let's panic. Let's shut up.
Nothing phases me.
No. Not at all. Not at all. It's quite scary. Right, that's me done.
Fortunately, Peter and Lee are about to get a chance to have a dry run at managing guests. Today, Lee's aunt Sharon has come for a visit from drizzly England with her husband and son for a fortnight.
Wow, this is really nice.
As Lee told you, we're ready for another heat wave. It's 43 today. Last week down in Herculaveria it was 48.
When we left, raining, and well, we had t-shirts on, but I think, you know, mid-afternoon you needed to put something else on.
Sharon and husband Christopher are staying in Peter and Lee's biggest self-catering house, which has 4 bedrooms and a pool.
I'm not moving for a fortnight, I'm not going anywhere or doing anything. Just staying here. Casey's upstairs, I'm going to pick my bedroom.
With 4 bedrooms and only 3 people, there are plenty of choices to make for Peter and Lee's guests.
You definitely sleeping down? Yeah. Yeah? You could have your own room. Would you like your own room? Please have your own room. And you can break your neck when you come out in the morning. Got insurance.
For the next 15 days, Peter and Lee will practice the art of running a holiday let in preparation for their first booking.
Those sheets, them white seats look like they've come out of disabled toilet.
It's important that they like it and they feel comfortable, and it's good that we get feedback from them. And she's from Yorkshire, so she's not scared to... she's not scared to hold back, let's put it like that.
Oh, the old people should sleep downstairs, I think. Oh, should have a bit of glass, have a glass.
It tastes better at the bottom.
So I'm going to go and unpack.
Okay.
Get the kettle on there.
2 weeks later, it's nearly checkout time for Peter's aunt.
It has been perfect for us. Idyllic, really. It's been very, very relaxing and more than what I expected.
But Sharon is family after all, and before she goes, she has a few things she'd like Peter and Lee to know.
We've been keeping a list. It's just, you know, little things like, oh, that mirror shouldn't be there, it should be here. Things that they've not necessarily missed, but not thought of because they're men. Are you ready for the list? Do you want the list?
I've heard a lot. You've said a lot of it already.
I have, but I found out some more. Coasters.
Yes.
Because I don't want your furniture marked. Melamine crockery for children. On the floor, they're just going to smash, you know, and I'm just frightened of people hurting it. Health and safety gone mad here.
We don't have health and safety in Spain.
Socket the left-hand side of the cooker. It's the wrong nozzle. That's as low as it goes. Laundry basket. If it's a big family house, they need a laundry basket. Ironing board, the foot's missing off the ironing board, Lee. Serving spoons, oven gloves, hand towels in the kitchen, bag clips, salad servers. But apart from that, everything's absolutely fine. I hope that's what you want. I haven't been too critical.
No, not at all. What? You haven't been critical at all. There's not fixable and changeable very easily. So.
Yeah. I'm from Yorkshire. I can't say any more. Speak my mind. Upset a lot of people a lot of the time. That's why we don't talk to half the family. I'm looking forward to coming back. I haven't gone yet, but I'm looking forward to coming back.
Peter and Lee's first real guests are due soon. Will these novice hoteliers put everything right on time? Los Boliches in Fuengirola, smack bang in the middle of the Costa del Sol. In a prime spot on the seafront, today is the official opening night of Sam's Bar, run by best friends Gary and Karen.
We're ready to rock and roll here. Like, you know.
Gary and Karen have organised their opening night to let tourists and residents know that their new bar is open for business.
If we had anywhere near 80 people, it would be an absolutely fantastic night for us. Karen's off to get herself ready now for the night. I know. So she's going to go and put some makeup on there, get herself ready for the evening. But I said to her, you've only got an hour and a half, now hurry up, because it takes a while, like, you know.
Gary and Karen have ploughed their entire life savings into their new business.
Everything is dependent on this venture. Everything that I've got, that Karen's got as well, it's gone into this bar. We've got to make this work. Hi, Daddy. You and Karen have a really good night. Make my bar the best in Los Beliches. Yeah. That's what gets you going, do you know what I mean?
As the evening falls on Fuengirola, the opening of Gary and Karen's bar is the biggest event on the seafront tonight.
Getting exciting now, people arriving, lots of people we don't actually know at the moment, so hopefully all our friends will come over as well.
But with a broken shoulder, Karen won't be much use behind the bar.
One-armed, I'm doing very well.
So she and Gary have hired 2 more staff. It's a big expense, and one more reason why tonight has to be a success.
We're running out of room. We've got friends of ours who are turning up, friends who are on holiday here, and we're getting people in the doors already, you know, so it's looking good. It's looking good. At this stage, we're quietly confident. Is that the same? Is that the same?
It looks like Gary's touting has worked. It's 8 o'clock and the bar's filling up.
Sangria, made fresh. The best sangria in Los Beliches, apparently. Is it nice, yeah? Very nice. Enjoy your drinks anyway, OK?
Came in lunchtime, just on the off chance, and we thought, what a nice place. So we were going to come back this evening, because it was an open night, so here we are. It's absolutely wonderful.
Halfway through the evening, even one-armed Karen is roped in for service, as more than 100 people turn up for their free glass of champagne.
A good coffee? We do the best. You do the best? We do the best in the Costa del Sol. Have you not heard? It's true. We wanted to be busy in here tonight. We wanted to be busy. We're up against it a little bit, but tonight's proven that for us, it's both good. It both good for the year ahead.
Among tonight's guests is expat Paul, who designed the new sign for Sam's Bar. He's already seen 2 businesses close at this site.
People do come to Spain and want the dream to run a bar. So you change all the signs to their names normally. Paul's Bar, John's Bar, Fred's Bar. I've changed the sign 3 times on one bar in a year.
It's a stark reminder of how tricky business can be on the Costa del Sol. But for now, Gary and Karen are happy with their official debut.
OK, guys, a very warm welcome to Sam's Bar. On behalf of myself and Gary, I'd like to thank you all for coming this evening. It's been a tough 5 months, but we finally got there, and now the bar is open. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What do you reckon then?
What a success.
Do you think so?
Very overwhelming. Nice to see new, old.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Really good, yeah.
It's good just to get just a couple of seconds for ourselves, like, do you know what I mean? And rock and roll, eh? Rock Fuengirola. Sam's Bar, come on. Come on, let's get back in.
Tonight has been a success, but it's easy being full when free food and drink are on offer. Can Gary and Karen keep it up until the season starts? Rouffignac in the French Dordogne. A month ago, Mark Young took the difficult decision of downing tools on the Gîte renovation project to have an operation on a troublesome hernia. A wise move in the eyes of his wife, Sylvie.
The hernia was a good thing because it slowed you down in your way of working. Not slow you down in your work, in your way of taking a task on. You're more aware of what can happen.
Yes, because when I pick something up, it hurts.
As he starts his recovery, At least Mark can enjoy some family downtime.
Swimming pool, hey!
This area of France has one of the mildest climates in the country. It's only May and it's already 25 degrees outside.
That's it. It's time for goûter. To a dad, that is just pure pleasure, watching your kids come home and enjoy that. No.
Okay, come on.
Goûter.
Goûter.
We came here
Yeah, we're here.
to have more time with the family, and it's working out well. You know, we have the time and we have the weather to be outside and enjoy time with the family. I love it here. I love it. This is a life which we wanted. I wouldn't say that.
With Mark's operation meaning no heavy lifting for 2 months and a timetable to stick to, it means somebody else has to do the hard work.
It's heavy.
Do you want a hand?
During the recovery period, Mark is allowed on the building site only to direct the operations, with a complete ban on physical work.
It's just been over 4 weeks since the operation. But the last couple of weeks especially, I've sort of moved into first gear sort of thing, doing a few gardening jobs, and I did put this floor in here. Sylvie mixed it all up, but this last week, I feel that I'm moving into second gear.
I bet the doctors will be really happy, as second gear for Mark means moving some pretty hefty timbers for the new Gîte staircase.
The doctor told me not to do any building work at all for 4 weeks and no real heavy work for 3 months. I just think I might have misheard him. I do listen to the doctor's advice, and I also take my own advice.
Yes.
We're going to start with the 4-metre one. If it goes well, we will bring in the next ones, but the longer ones. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, let's
do it. Oh, this is not too bad.
No, that's not bad.
This is not too bad. I can do this.
Well, there goes the doctor's orders then.
You okay?
Yeah.
Each of these timbers weighs in at a whopping 100 kilos, but that's not putting Mark off.
Sometimes I just get focused on something and nothing else matters in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will complete this or I will die. Ready?
Oh, I don't know, honey. I don't know if I can.
Just don't drop it. Just don't drop it, because it'll hurt me if you drop it.
You do sometimes forget that I'm only half size as you.
Mark wants to keep the renovations on schedule, but by disobeying doctor's orders, he is risking a reappearance of his hernia.
If I'm honest, that doesn't feel great.
Funny that.
I'm wise enough to know when my body says that's enough.
I don't know.
Well, last one. I'm still walking, so that's a good sign. Let's do it.
Heavy.
If you want to drop it, just let me know and we'll put it down. Just don't drop it.
You were with a hernia support, a back support, and what else? One day you're going to be on a wheelchair.
Mark's recovery period has only just started.
That'll do.
But he's already working flat out again.
Mission accomplished.
As summer is about to start, will his body be able to cope?
I'm going to do that every day.
Los Boliches in Fuengirola, one of the most popular areas of the Costa del Sol, and new home to best friends Gary and Karen.
Nitsinula on Madulusus Tutusu Katin Adoluthia.
They've just opened Sam's Bar, right on the seafront, and are basking in the success of their opening night.
See that little flag there, Karen? It's a Finnish flag. You thought it was an English paper.
It said Fuengirola.
No matter what country you come from, the place is still called Fuengirola. I know, it ain't rocket science.
It's a quiet start to the day.
Señor, dos iba, pero cerveza. No pasa nada. No pasa nada.
Oh.
Dos, sí. Gracias. No pasa nada. He was sat there minding his own merry business and had a little pint and got up with his dogs and decided to go. And forgot the important thing for me, which is paying his money. So I'm sure it wasn't on purpose. It's a Spanish sun, maybe, eh? Right then. Come on, my little ladder holder.
But today, the problems keep on coming for Gary and Karen. Their awning has been declared illegal.
Okay, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Spanish bureaucracy says the beige and black colour scheme is not allowed.
You know, thinking about it, we can actually use this to the customers to wrap up in. We can save ourselves some money on blankets. It doesn't want to come down, does it? They never believe us. It didn't want to come down. So that is what we're going to be left with. No joys going right through. The wind is literally just going to be whipping into here now. Basically, the black in the tolo for now has to come out, which is going to open up my tolo to the elements, which means the whole terrace, if you like, is open to the wind. So it means no one's going to come in here. There's a meeting going on, apparently, towards the back end of this week in the town hall, and they're going to decide whether it's legal or not. They've already decided it's illegal, but I think it just gives someone to have a little chance to have some more tapas and a cafe con leche again.
They have been ordered to take down the black trim.
And down. OK.
But they are appealing against the order to remove the beige one as well.
We're all organised and ready to go, and then now we have to take it down and kind of start again, so it's a bit frustrating, really.
Look at that, it looks rotten, doesn't it? And you can see our speakers now, that's gone to our terrace. Yeah, what was an improvement to the terrace and to the area, now it's looking like a mess again, you know?
If they lose the appeal, it will cost them €3,500 to put a new one in.
It's not that bad. Come on, man up. We didn't like black anyway, do we? Not a particularly fan of beige either, to be honest with you.
With the council's decision on Gary and Karen's appeal due in a week, will they realise their dream of making Sam's the best bar in the Costa?
It is a risk.
It's a massive risk, isn't it?
Massive.
And it's going to push us.
I believe we can do it. It's.
We will do it. We will do it.
Almeria, southern Spain. The driest place in the whole of Europe. On average, it rains a total of just 25 days a year here, compared to 131 in the UK. The desert village of El Puertecico has recently become the new home of Lee Bradford and Peter Thompson.
This is your private terrace. When we moved in, the pool had never had water in it.
They have swapped their two-bedroom flat in Watford for this huge complex of 4 country houses, which they're turning into holiday lets.
Everyone who's been to see it go, oh, I want to live here. We've got a 4-bed house there. Why do you want to live in a 1-bed? Oh, no, I really like it, don't they?
And it's still bigger than most people's houses in London.
I know.
Peter and Lee have no previous experience at running a holiday business. So they've decided to take a busman's holiday and check out the local competition in the town of Bedar for their first break since they came to Spain.
Take care approaching alongside the village of Los Caladas as the police are very hot. There is a 60-kilometre limit. Lee Bradford. Please slow down. Please, can you slow down?
I'm slowing down.
Yeah, well, you're not. That's the point, as usual.
Oops, looks like they do need a holiday. 30 miles down the road lies the town of Bedar. It is only 15 miles from the southern Spanish coast, but it has some stunning countryside too. Today, Peter and Lee are staying at a B&B run by British expat Jane and Terry for the last 8 years.
Hello.
Hello, you're
Hello.
Jane.
And
Hello.
you're somebody, either Lee or Peter.
I'm Lee.
Hello, Lee. Nice to meet you.
Peter.
Hello,
How do you
Peter.
do?
Welcome.
to meet you.
And you must be Rufus.
Yeah,
And this is
yeah.
Spooks. Right, so here's your outside area, which has its little sort of summer kitchen area with lots of different appliances to make food with and a barbecue.
Rufus, come on.
Jane and Terry have successfully tapped into the dog lovers market, hosting couples from all over Europe.
And then the 2 bedrooms are here. You can choose which one. This one has an ensuite with a bathroom. As somebody who stayed recently says, so if we fall out, we can have one each.
As they have never run a holiday let, Peter and Lee need to observe and learn from this established business.
They're one up on us, they've got water.
Made in Yorkshire.
See, now the problem I have is I'm only just on 6 foot, so it's not as though I'm 6'3" or anything. Which bed did you want?
We're going this one.
Okay, we could have this one because you put your little legs on it. Hello. Oh, no. No, I don't want special licks, thank you.
Jane and Terry attract German and French visitors as well as English.
Oh, that's interesting. They got it in Spanish and French.
A market which Peter and Lee could also exploit.
Or maybe they don't have a lot of English guests. Maybe it's all Spanish and... Your welcome pack is in French and Spanish as well?
Yes, most of our guests are French or Spanish.
Oh, really?
The vast majority.
Jane and Terry have learnt how important it is to advise customers about the attractions in the local area.
We've got plenty of places that people can go to eat. They just have to drive 5 minutes into the village. Is there a restaurant or a bar in your village? See, that's the issue for you, isn't it? It's hard to do, I think.
After spending the night at Jane and Terry's, have Peter and Lee learned any lessons about how to run a successful B&B?
Ours is quite sort of minimalist in some ways, because like the bedrooms we've just put like 2 pictures behind the bed or 2 pictures in the bedroom and that's it. Have a bit more of a look round, see what we can find. But just seeing it's like you think, God, I wish ours could look like that, but we're at the very beginning, so everything looks so it's small and new. It doesn't look established like all this, so.
I'm very jealous of the garden.
Yeah.
There's way much more vegetation here than we have. A lot of the stuff we can't grow.
Peter and Lee are about to go home and launch into their first tourist season.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
yeah, it's been
glad you
beautiful.
have. Okay. Well, it was really, really
Thank
nice
you very
to have
much.
you.
Yes.
You say bye-bye.
Will these 2 inexperienced hoteliers become as successful as their hosts? Next time, Peter and Lee welcome their first guests.
How you doing?
Very well.
But will their waterworks let them down?
I'm worried it's got a leak. I'm just going to monitor that it's evaporation or a very expensive leak.
All right.
As work continues into the summer,
Today is 37. You can't work at pace in that kind of heat.
Mark and Sylvie face an uphill struggle.
Here's to a good day. Yeah.
And Gary and Karen prepare to cash in on the start of the tourist season.
380 in 20s, 120 in 10s.
But will a blackout cost them dearly?
Obviously, it's affected business this evening because we've got to turn people away. Panic sets in a little bit because you don't know how long it's going to be off.